Right, hopefully that's a little bit better. Yes? No? Maybe? Oh, now everything's really blurry. Yo, Bleach, please tell me you can hear me now. If everyone tell me that they can hear me. Oh, thank God for that. Why was that being a thing? Hello, Coil. Hello, Xcale. Hello, Bleach. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I could not tell you what was causing that. It was my computer had a mind of its own. I had to restart everything. Ugh, sorry for that. Don't don't do that to me, Bleach. I've had a bad enough day as it is. Right. Please tell me you can hear the music now. And is the music at the right level? Echo free. Perfect. Music levels, good, bad, ugly. Tiny bit quiet on the music, all right. Go up a little bit more then. How's that? Hashtag no broken tap guy. David, you made your own bed and you're having to lie in it now. Right. Now that that's all fixed, let's have a start. I was going to announce this later, but it's already a thing. Turns out I now have a face cam. Hi. Perfect, yeah. So, border cap webcam, you're probably not going to see me in this view most of the time. So what we will have is we'll have this and maybe a little of that every now and again. It's just so that I'm not constantly talking up into the corner, because that was getting a little bit annoying. It ended up with me speaking to my screen and not the camera, so it looked a little bit weird. Then I've also got a few nice things to have. So there's a little bit of a zoom onto the actual work table itself, zoom to the printer, and you'll always have my face up there on the side until I turn that off. So a little bit of an upgrade going on. Getting ready for OnlyFans with a double cam setup. Yes, definitely. Only Milos. Only Milos. Or only spindles. Ooh, sheesh, that can work. Thank you. Thank you very much. Right, so, first things first. we've got a Milo to build, right? And I will be getting an overhead camera next payday. Chris Hoover, welcome. Ladies love the spindles. Yes, they do indeed. Especially the big spindles. 2.2 kilowatt is kind of the standard, the lowest they'll go. Perfect. So I'll introduce everything that we have on the table over here. So we have FMJs. These are the ones that we ordered ourselves. These aren't the LDO ones. So this is one that me, Dave, and that lot ordered a while back. So we've got those. We've also got Fabrico plates. These are the X, Y, and Z plates. I have a set of LDO motors, but I'm not going to be using them yet. There's a reason for that. That reason being that the Usenet motors that I am using, which are Motec motors, they have a 2 amp limit, and the only drivers I have on hand at the moment are TMC 2209s, and the TMC 2209s can output 2 amps. Whereas the LDO motors, which are better motors overall, they are 2.8 amp ones, and I only have one TMC 5160. Well, I used to only have one TMC 5160, but that is now buggered. All right. Cool. So we'll deal with that later. We have the rails that are in the CNA rails on the bomb. All right. These are just the stainless steel ones, not the black oxide covered ones. We have all the extrusions. I bought these at Usenet in the UK, here in the UK. They're a good supplier for 2020 based extrusions, and you can get them cut to length all the time. We've also got CNA carriages. Right, these are my old ones. They need to be cleaned up a little bit. I'll let you actually. I'll show you that on Facecam. They were cleaned up a little bit. They are still covered in grease and grime, all that stuff. So we'll have to deal with that as we go along. We have my 3D printed organizer of all my fasteners. Frickin' Shenzhen guy. Yes. Oh, I always forget that Bleach is Ray. Hi, Ray. And my print's just finished. Look at that. It's all finished. Perfect timing. And this is the ballast box for Milo. It's the last piece I needed to print for the Milo that's still pretty stuck down to there, so can't use that. Right. Cool. Right. What else do I need to do before I get going? Oh yeah, we've also got all the obvious bits of fasteners. Spider couplers, all the locking collars, all the brass nuts. These have all just been salvaged from the old Milo. The old Milo ran for, I don't know, maybe 100 hours, I'm guessing, between testing and Dave using them, and these have absolutely no wear on. So that's just, it might be a good indicator of how often you need to replace these. These are meant to be replaced after a while, guys. Just keep that in mind at the end of the day. Everything needs to be maintained and everything needs to be replaced. Ooh, okay, about 200 hours then. If Dave got about 100 hours on it when he was testing on his end, I got a good 100 hours when I was testing on my end. Stick those all in the empty pots that I'm not using. Yeah. Perfect. Right. And there's also cable reach. All the printed parts that I have. Go face cam again. We've got my serial plate for my old Milo. I reprinted this because the old one used to have it was just all black, and it wasn't the one that was generated by Ed, sorry, and this one is, and it looks fucking-tastic. So that was good. Got my updated spindle mount. This one is for the 1.5 kilowatt spindle, 65 millimeters. So that should be fine. And this is the one that actually prints a whole lot better. If you don't know about that yet and you're just coming in, there's now 2 official sizes. We don't have that sleeve anymore that you used to have to print out. That's just not a thing anymore, because it ended up just cracking. So we've replaced that with 2 individual sizes. Oh, Jake, make sure you install your Z rails before you install D-beam into your FMJs, otherwise the alignment tool can't fit. Huh? Oh, Jake, make sure you install your Z rails before you install your D-beam into the FMJs. 1 second, guys. My food has arrived. I will be back in a little bit. And I'm back. Hello again. Sorry, I did order some food, which I really needed to do because I haven't eaten all day. Hey, Tin. Guess they're haggling over the tip. Tip of what? We're not talking about only spindles, are we? Oh no. I would give them a tip, but tipping in the UK isn't really a thing as much as it is in the US, at least. But that's mostly because we tend to pay people a little bit better around here. They don't need the tips to survive. Right. Finish that. I've definitely tipped them, but I give them like £1 or something like that. It's not the same as in the US where they kind of need those tips to survive. Without further ado, let's get going. I give them, Ray, calm it down, boy. Calm it down. Let's move all this stuff out the way so we can get some actual work now, shall we? just let you know, if I seem a little frazzled, there's a good reason for it. It's been an eye-opening day. Jason over at LDO put a few things up, a few photos of Milo up on his Twitter, and there were a good few like recognizable names in there who responded, and it may have turned me a little bit crazy. So yeah, my head's a bit out of it today. Space to work. Finally. Sort of. There we go. I looked into going to Canada once and honestly got put off because I felt like I'd spend a whole time trying to work out if I should tip and how much. Yeah, that was me when I went to Canada. The thing I always also had to figure out was tax, because Canadians don't put tax into the final amount. It's weird. Yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying. Right, let's open up a manual, shall we? Let's open up a manual. We have a manual. Right. Can everyone see that? For anyone who hasn't seen this before, this is our manual. An official Millenium manual, please. And after about 2 years, I finally got it finished. Kind of. Did I understand what you meant? No, but that could just be because my mind is racing right now. Who knows? Current order is assemble C-beams and Z-plates, then add rails, which is fine. Printed plates because there's still gaps in the rail line clip. But the FMJ blocks the entire extrusion. Okay, I'm sure that will make sense to me eventually. I'll get to that when I get there. And I am asking for your opinion on the weight of assembling the XY. Okay. Well, if there's any issues with assembling anything, we'll figure them out together. In the meantime, let's get all the parts in their place, shall we? We'll need something from in there in a second, so I'm actually gonna grab those and that and stick them over there. That's Y. And that's X. Right. Stick X on the ground. What do you do with your X? You leave her in the dirt. Perfect. Why are you showing that? You shouldn't be doing that. Oh. Yeah, boy. Knows a win. Another. Speaking of blind hole attachments, blind holes. They're already drilled on mine. Perfect. That's better. Much better. Right. The important bit. You, me, yes, me, are about to commit to building a robot that can cut through metal, let alone your squishy human parts. A machine that can easily electrocute you, cut you, set you on fire, or set your whole house, your whole neighborhood on fire if it's not given the respect it deserves. Please give Milo the respect it deserves, right? Listen to that. Please. I don't want a fatality to do with Milo, please. I'm the one who built it. I'm the one who will go to prison. Perfect. 1 hour ago, I'm not ashamed of anything. Good man. I feel vindicated. Sounds like my life. We'll go get all the pages. Y-axis assembly. Right. This is the bit that annoys everyone. Right? And I don't think it's too difficult. If you look on the plates, the distances between the two center holes and the bottom edge, and the distance between the two center holes and the top edge are different, right? The one that has the longer edge goes towards the front, so towards me as you're building it, if you're building Milo with the table facing you in that direction, and then the opposite is true if you're building it facing away from you. Perfect. So that's going to be a thing. Right. First actual assembly point. Time to get these motherfuckers on here. Right. I will need this one. I'll need a couple of these. I say a couple, I mean 4. Because I'm weird. I say a couple when I mean several. Let's stick some music on. These are going to be M3x5. M3x5. Now I know I don't have enough of these. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get away with as few as I can for now. But I did lose a few today when I was disassembling this. I love wearables. Yes, they're amazing. They're amazing. The best thing the Germans did for us since sausage. side do I have to do first? I need to do this side first. This side first. Most of the tools that they do are hand tools. They don't do any power tools. So they have things like ratcheting screwdrivers. They have really good wrenches. I have a couple of them for my motorcycle, and they are fan-bloody-tastic. Moron Toolhead is throbbingly orange. Yes. How nice of you for noticing. Yeah, I really do like the blue and orange combination going on. I really like it. Proposal to ban the word throbbingly. Proposal to invoke the word throbbingly every time Mixscale speaks. No, only kidding, only kidding. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, anyone who's joined one of the streams before, I have put low latency mode on, so you should be able to talk to me a little easier. I should be able to reply a lot faster to your comments. So I hated having read something that was then like half a minute later that I could actually reply to it from your end. If that makes any sense? I'm not making too much sense today. Yes, the latency is much better compared to Dave's. I feel like you're just throwing shade at Dave today. What did Dave ever do to you? It's a good cheat code, actually. Oh, it's all about the camera work now, isn't it, Dave? Right, friendly PSA for when you're installing carriages. Carriages don't need Loctite, right? They normally have little plastic rings around them, or little plastic inserts that do the same job as Loctite, but if you want to be extra secure, you can Loctite them down if you want to. I only learned that fact the other day, so I'm stupid. I did flip the Z plate upside down and how I designed it to get better downward reach.
Oh, fair enough. And 3x10 for the other side.
Port Loctite gonna reassemble all of them. Oh god. I don't think you need
A center punch.
on 2020 extrusion. There's a groove that goes in between the what's it called? Each extrusion part, and you should be able to get away without center punching anything, because that will center it. You just need to watch to make sure it's not walking up and down. Blind joints you don't need that much accuracy for, because you're oversizing the holes anyway, and they're not a hole that's actually going to be used. They're an access hole. They're not for actually securing anything. Yeah, access hole. I have the mind of a 2-year-old today. 10-year-old. Not a Voron or an enclosure. So me and Dave are testing out a blind joint mod for Milo. It's just for the Z axis. Just for the Z axis. And it's only one set of blind joints, and it should help make Milo even stiffer. All you'll need is a drill. If that helps, right? Yeah, it's been a thought process for a while. I don't know why it wasn't something I thought about when I was designing V1.5. Maybe it was something I thought at the time, like, oh, it's an extra piece of equipment that someone needs to own, or something like that. But realistically, it just makes sense. Because going forward, the majority of people are probably going to be buying kits in future. If people are buying kits, then we can ask vendors to pre-drill the blind joints, and then they'll always be in the right place. That makes sense. That makes sense. Cool. What's everyone up to today? I've had a crazy day. Not done a lot, but just had to come to terms with a few things, which just kind of made me go a little crazy. Not gonna lie. Stuff that I probably should have realized, but never did. Waiting for your
How did you taco that thing so badly? If you don't know what we're talking about, Tin's been working on some stuff to do with his little touch probe that he ordered. Same one I have. Yeah, touch probe. Yeah. He's been working with a little touch probe, and he somehow managed to bend it like 180. Glad to see I'm not the only child in chat today. Do you have what's it called? Do you have your tool setter set as pro firmware? I put my phone on silent. Sorry, I didn't catch that. What didn't you catch? My mind's all over the place today, so it might be hard to communicate with me, guys. I'm just streaming to chillax at the end of a day. At the end of a long day. Catastrophic. Off by 1. Oof, by 1. Oh, it was just like, how did you manage to do it? More of a question of, how was it so bad? Like, I could get it turning 90 degrees, but it was all the way back up to the base of the probe. That I don't understand. In man, search of the impossible. I'm gonna sit down. Oh, I need to sit down today. I was writing and testing the conf files at my computer instead of sitting attentively at the mill. Fair enough. Just a heads up, DWC does work on your phone, so you can use the same link and it will bring up a web app version for Android or iOS or whatever you're working on. So if you need to do anything, there's your shot. If you need to do anything quick. Yes, Tom, these ones are the Fabrico ones. These are the first ever made ones from Fabrico. And he sent them to me a while back. They were on my first Milo. Well, They were on this Milo earlier. And that sucks. Is it retrievable though? Is it salvageable? Salvageable? Little trick, if you want to know, if you printed both of these off, this is the Y joint, this is the Z joint, the Z ball screw nut, brass insert nut. Sorry. If you want to know the difference between them, look at the lip at the front. Right, this one is complete. This one isn't. So there's a little notch on that end there. Right, that's Z. That is Y. Whoa! Whoa! Why would you? Hang on. Ugh, all over the place today. I did some plastic welded it back together with a soldering iron. Still good enough for testing, but no way I'm using it to set my work coordinate system. Can you come again? Come where? Where would you like me to come to, Ray? Yeah, we should. We should. That would make it a whole lot easier, wouldn't it? Alright. What do I need? Ooh, doing this bit first, are we? I will need my soldering then. Ah! The world is falling! The sky is falling! I have too much shit. Too much shit. Right. So, Ray, Z block, we'll go full face count. Z block has a little notch in it at the very top, like that. The Y block does not. But we will add letters to these just to make it a little bit easier for people to actually build in future. Right, got the iron heating up. I just need my inserts now. M3, isn't it? Oh, my hands are so shaky today. Jesus. I hate it when you can't go. Yeah, yeah. It's annoying. Hey, it's something that some men have to face, okay? No shame in it. Don't kink shame me. I get used to actually having a camera. Jesus. You're gonna parade me through the Lake District with a bell going ding ding, shame, shame, shame. Hey Tom. Drill bits of me. I don't think I actually do. I think this one broke. I have a 3.5. Should, however, have carbide drill bit that will do the same job. Don't worry about it, Tom. You can see it in the replay. Point 3, 2.5, 3. Ooh, big sort of announcement. We, as a team, might be going to Smurf. And if you don't know what Smurf is, it is the Sanjay Mortimer Rep Rap Festival. It's happening in London this year. It is in memory to Sanjay Mortimer. If you don't know who Sanjay Mortimer is, he's one of the first, the guys who founded E3D back in the day, and he died a couple of years ago now, like that, maybe last year, can't quite remember, but it's good to finally have something like Murph and Earth come to the UK for once. So if you guys want to come see us, it's in December. If you guys want to come meet the team, see what I look like without the camera lens in the way. Book yourselves a ticket. It's only like £6, something like that. Perfect. Inserts in. Everything's been drilled. Giggity. That should fit in there. Nice and easily. Before I knock these over, I'm going to put them away. And what size do we need? M3 washer. Yeah, these bad boys. We need an M3 bar, 20mm screw. Jesus. See, I have a set of really nice step drills, but I have no idea how to sharpen them, Dave. They literally step down, like a normal step drill would be, but they also have a standard diameter shaft. See if I can show you what I mean. The biggest one. If the camera will pick this up. So. Focus. Normal drill, but they're a little step on the top of the drill bit. And these are excellent. I've even used them to drill a Milo in the past. Shouldn't have, but I did. The best drill bit set I've ever had, they're like 30 quid, 40 quid, something like that on Amazon. Can't find them for the life of me again. Yeah, I'd never seen them before. They randomly appeared on Amazon one day. I just bought them because I'm a shopaholic apparently. Yeah, they don't. Well, they do, but not by a noticeable amount for when you're hand drilling. They don't walk as much as like a normal drill would when hand drilling. I've never actually checked the accuracy of them on the CNC, because I only needed them for holes that didn't really need that much accuracy. But they didn't walk on there either. Yes. Well, no, actually. Ask Ed this question because he was thinking about getting some machines. So you might be able to get a set machined with him, and that might be cheaper than in the UK. Sorry, than getting it from Rico. Talking to LDO Jason from earlier today, and he was asking if we had any vendors that we'd like to use in the EU or anything like that. And I thought, okay, maybe 3D Jake or something like that. 3D Jake, because that would be fitting. But he turned around, and fair enough, it wasn't his fault or anything. He said that no, he doesn't think that 3D Jake will take a project that's so small, which is fair enough. I just didn't realize that 3D Jake was one of the big ones. Like, they had that power to do that. I thought 3D Jake was just a small UK business. I thought Fabrico would have been bigger than 3D Jake. That makes sense. Shows how much I ordered from them, at least. I always knew that they were big. Didn't think they were that big. This one. Strange. I'm going to see these up. If they run into each other. See, this is why I'm with Ray on using his method. Don't lose your marbles. It ensures your character's alignment before attaching the plates. Is this what you were talking about earlier? Because I'm not doing this to align anything. I'm doing this so I can pack grease into them. Go. Smoother there. No, not what I was talking about earlier. This was on the other step. Still, died I ended up going rogue, well, mostly because I hadn't printed carriage blank thingies. Fair enough. Right, so time for the fun stuff. Grease packing down. Now, if you've never packed grease before into a linear rail, easiest way to do it is to install a linear rail onto a carriage. Well, a carriage onto a linear rail, sorry. Whichever way you're looking at. Grab your grease. I'm just using some lithium grease. And if you don't have an easy applicator bottle, like a tube or something, then they can easily apply the grease with. Now, these aren't the right rails. I'm just putting a set of rails on them, just so I can squeeze some grease into them. You're going to line up one of the holes that's over the rail. You're going to find the tip of your applicator, and you're just going to press as hard as you can into there. And move it around a little bit. Will, over time, put grease into that hole. That is the easy way of greasing your rails. There we go. Nice. That is one side done for that. Don't use over here. Don't want grease on the rest of it. Flip it over and bake the other side for about 10 minutes at 220. I love how we've reached the most amount of concurrent viewers just as the grease comes out. The gloves, is it? Right. Well, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, the gloves are going to have to come off now. Oh, take the rail out first. And I just got the... Ooh. Hopefully I don't lose any balls. That's fine. That's fine. Perfect. Awesome. Hey. How are you doing, Veritas? Lou. That's a fun word to say, Lou. You're always being told you lubricant. No one ever tells you you lubricant. I think that done with that step there. What's next? Oh, yay! Preloading. Good, can go back in the box. Maybe like 8 they are. Veritas, what do you do for work? You work for a startup as well, don't you? If he's still here. I help if I turned it on. SWE? Software engineering? Am I getting that right? Or have I just made a tit of myself as usual? You got it, Chief. You're in that as well, aren't you, XKL? From our conversation last time. I do remember correctly. Hardware engineering is a lot easier. That's why. Because you can see what you're engineering. Let that cool down a little bit. And then we'll run. Where's my drill bit state going? There it is. Yeah. Get the Yoga Dugger machine out. The Yoga Dugger gun. Oh. Not an 8mm one, need the 10mm. What is the allure of working at a startup? I don't understand this. I get that it's better pay, but surely job security alone keeps you in a normal job? We also have the opportunity to work with shiny, super flexible hours. Yeah. Always, all sounds nice. Don't blame you guys. wonder where Phil is today. He normally is one of the first guys to the stream. Oh, look at that. We're back to boring stuff. No loo. And viewers have gone down. It's meant to be, isn't it? Perfect. So, preload adjustment. Always add a little globule of grease to the brass nuts first. Thread that through. Loosen up the nuts on one end if you need to, one on or the other if you need to, until you can actually thread it through. I'm not doing a very good job of here. Maybe from the other side. Let's machine and chill. No. No. Why aren't you deciding to work with me today? The people are watching. Here we go. On now. Chips and chips. Sounds like my order at a chippy. I'll have chips and chips, please. Perfect. Now, once you've got your rod threaded through, what you want to do is slightly tighten up both sides until they are snug. Test to see if the rod spins. If it does, but it's really tight, loosen one side, pull the other up a smidge until it's easy enough to spin one-handed, but there is some resistance there, and that is your preload set. It's that simple, really. You spent the whole night monitoring a machining job instead of spending it with me. I wish I hadn't heard something similar to that in my life before. Oh, I wish I could say that I've not heard something like that before. Ugh. Perfect. Right, run the rest of the rod through, just so that you've got all that grease through the entire thing. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take one screw out of each side. You're going to Loctite it. And remember, you don't need very much Loctite. It does more than you think. And once it's threaded on, give it a quick check. and do the other side. Yes. Always Loctite the entire rod. The entire lead screw needs to be Loctited. Always make sure you give your rod a little bit of a play. Right? You're not a happy man unless your rod is greased. I feel like that is going to be our booth motto at Smurf this year. Perfect. Right. Leave it on a rod whilst that Loctite is drying so that you can actually make sure that the preload is set and it's not going to move on. Right. Shouldn't be too much of a problem because I need to add some inserts. What's this side? Five for him, 4. Easy enough way to find out. 4. Right, I'm using slightly bigger inserts than the one in the bomb. It's causing a little bit pull out. I'm going to do chamfer the edges so that bulge isn't as prominent.
Shouldn't be too much of an issue. Tremendously. Much better. No bulge. That future. Well, that one's being done. Do this one. You guys both owe me a proper chat so we can talk about contribution and enclosure. Yes, we do owe you, don't we? It shall be done. I've got the next 3 days off, so if you're free, give me a holler. I'll see what I can do. Does you reminding us mean that you're going to be off soon? There we go. Got there eventually. Oh, so how's everyone spending their evening tonight? Obviously, you guys know what I'm doing. You're all stalking me. Other than stalking me, what are you guys doing? One day I will come up with a BS mod. Ball screws. Nah. I think we should just call it the BS mod. Hello, Charles. Gin blending event. What the hell is a gin blending event? Watching me intently whilst heavy breathing. Don't worry. Don't worry. The lube is away. You can stop the heavy breathing. Tom, stop the heavy breathing. Apparently we picked the botanicals to blend up our own. Ah.
Obviously, we're all here together, wanting to build Milos. But what is everyone wanting to build their Milo for? I know Tin is working on off-road vehicles. But is there anyone else who has a specific project that they want to do in mind? Oh, I feel so dirty holding a soldering iron like that, like a dagger grip. Feels wrong. Feels wrong. "28 subscribers. Got 4 subscribers today. Damn. Up to those high numbers now. Gonna have to start, I don't know, paying people tens of thousands of dollars if they can do a challenge. Go Mr. Beast mode on everyone. If you eat this whole Milo, I'll give you $10,000. I want to develop free software around CNC machining, and I like the knowledge I gain along the way. Met keyboards also on the list. Xscale, I need to talk to you because LDO really wants an open source version of a cam software. Charles White, subscribe to the channel. Hey, 30 members, or 30 subscribers. Members is a different thing now. Yeah, Xscale, I really need to talk to you because Jason really wants to have some kind of open source thing. So does Naomi Wu, which is kind of scary because I learned Naomi Wu following this project the other day, and that scares me a little bit today. Yes, and she wants something. She's using something called Grid Space, which doesn't support RepRap at the moment. But I would like another option because Grid Space is based on Kirimoto, and I don't like Kirimoto. I've never watched an Naomi Wu video. I've watched like reactions to her videos before. I know she's a big hitter in the space, but her content just really doesn't speak to me that much. Maybe I need to look into it more. I've had reactions like this to channels before that I've gone on to end up loving. Like, I wasn't a big fan of this old Tony when I first watched his videos. Now he's one of my favorite YouTubers. They're multiplying like bacteria. but good bacteria, not like the bad bacteria that causes like pink eye or whatever. They're like the good bacteria, like having cheese, right? Good. Well, you can't really have fresh cheese, can you? A good cheese like brie. Brie and bacon. That's what I would go for in a sandwich. The ultimate sandwich. Question of the day. Question of the day. If you could only have one sandwich for the rest of your life, right? Not like you can only eat that, it's the only thing you can eat. Like if the only sandwich that you could eat was that one sandwich, what would be in it? Mine would definitely be brie, bacon, and cranberry. Done. Right. That Loctite should have dried off by now. Should be able to install this. M3 by 5x15. Look about right. New York jelly. Turkey provolone. Remind me what's the provolone. Am I pronouncing that even correctly, even remotely correctly? Either. Spanish ham, fresh goat or manchego, cheese, corn flour, bread, olive oil, and any non-soggy vegetable. Any non... So does that mean raw broccoli? Raw broccoli is a non-soggy vegetable. So is a potato, technically. Until you bite into it, then it's very soggy. Broccoli, why not? Oh, I'm going to add something to mine actually. Mine's going to be a grilled version of my sandwich. So brie, bacon, cranberry, grilled, cut into little triangles. I still can't believe that whole triangle joke got as far as it did. Shout out if you are in chat and you don't know what the triangle joke is, well, sorry, you don't know what it's about, but you really, really want to know.
So if people still don't know, I'll tell them. I'll tell them. Tell them right here, right now. Activate triangle truth censorship. No. I'll tell you, right? We'll go all face cam for this one, right? So, the whole thing about the and that's the reason why triangles are a thing. What do you mean? I didn't do anything. I told you exactly what it meant. Can you not hear? Ah, shame. Well, you had your chance. I don't know what you mean, Tin Man. No Edward Snowden here. Cheers, XKL. How do you know I'm not actually in Russia? Just using a VPN. NordVPN ad suddenly pops up
Hey, if NordVPN wants to sponsor me, I'd be happy to. Happy to take it. Pizza box gave away my... Ah, damn it. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm in Italy. I just got docked. With Russian pizza. Hmm? Yeah. Pizza boxes are exactly the same. Food tends to be fairly copy-paste. Like, I don't know a single town in the UK that doesn't have a Chinese place or a kebab shop. Question to those of you who might be a bit more savvy than I with this type of thing. I bought a Rode wireless mic the other day. Sorry, Boya wireless mic the other day. And I thought it's USB-C. I thought I would be able to pass it through USB-C to USB-A adapter, but that doesn't seem to be working. And it is an active adapter. It is data adapter. But it only works on my phone. Is there any way that you know of that I can use my phone as a microphone on a PC? That would be really helpful. I don't like being patched by a wire the whole time. Oh, back down to 29 subscribers. Tom, was that you? Bet it was you, Tom. Oh, Tom, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you for that. We slide the rod in. something like that. All right, even more important question. And this one may divide the room a little bit. Very highly politicized. Pineapple on pizza. Yes or no? I'll wait for responses before I get my opinion in there. Yes on some, not all. Okay, take the middle ground, are you? What is it okay on, what isn't it? We also got a yes from Dave. Sent from Hawaii. Big X scale's gone, Charles. I think he had to go sleep.
Too many combos. I have no general objective, so all individual pairing. Pineapple broccoli doesn't sound great. I'll agree with you there. Too much multitasking. I'm afraid, even though he's a software engineer, he's not exactly multi-threaded. No, that's technically a hardware joke. I have no idea what dactyl magu even is. Wait, I've just realized. Scale is French. The French don't sleep until like 3 or 4 in the morning at least. He's been captured. Send the raiding party. We must free Xscale. An instrument of self-flagellation. Okay. I think we just take a step from the absurd into just plain weird now. And I like it. I like it a lot. You guys have been busy on the Discord. I need to catch up with this one after the stream's over. Right. That's that done. Shouldn't need to touch it again until I need to install it on the Y. Question to myself: do I have long V1.5 bolts anywhere? Those won't be long enough, will they? Nope. Nope, I don't have long enough ones. So we're going to do it the normal way instead of doing it the rear engine way.
I have built one of these machines before, and I did design it after all. I guess there's some stuff that I just know off the top of my head that will come next in the manual. Or if I don't know that, I'll know. I can guess what's going to come next. Whereas for you, it was first time for everything, wasn't it? And think about it like this: you have more content because of that. You can spend 10 streams building Milo. I can get what, maybe 2 or 3 out of it, out of a single one. Don't worry about it, dude. We're still all enjoying your streams when I can catch them. Just think, you have an overhead cam. I don't have an overhead cam. I have a stupid face cam. You look at my stupid face. I can't even see my stupid face because OBS is shut. Hello, my stupid face. Perfect. Melted a bit of plastic there, but that's fine. It's fine. It's always fine. Set your house on fire. number can be squared, this is one of the random thoughts that goes through my head. If a number can be squared, can it be triangled as well? Is there a term for that isn't triangled? So the power of 3 isn't really what I'm looking for. Oh, I was criticizing other people's maths the other day. Jesus. And now this is happening to me. Tom, when do you think your build's going to get started? Say again. What am I saying again? What am I saying again, Tom? What did you miss? Can't remember that far back. Question about numbers. Build will start when everything arrives. Just need to decide on the control board and FMJs. Oh, fair enough. Control board. You are looking for one of these bad boys. This is the simplest control board you can get that has all the features that will let you upgrade to everything. Alright? So this has multiple inputs for multiple probes. It has all basic drivers you'll need. You only need 3. PWM outlets, everything. It is called a Fly CDY V3. It's made by a company called Milo. If you want to upgrade to like a tool setter later on, you've got a probe header for that. If you want to get a work probe on top of that, so probe that probes all the corners of a machine, of a part, sorry, on top of the tool setter, that will work. If you want to have 2 different spindles, you can do that. Actually, you can have 3 different spindles if you really wanted to. Here's your board for you. It's like 55 quid. Drivers aren't included, but you can buy drivers with it if you want to.
what I got. I have all the bits. Just need to move the printer to where I can print ABS and print for a week. Yeah. If you're going, I noticed this the other day. If you're going FMJ, you can save nearly like half a kilo on filament. Because you just don't need those parts. Like, it makes up a significant quantity of the part in terms of weight, at least, if you're going FMJ instead. Benefit to the FMJ, if you're going steel one, you're gaining a net weight of about 3 kilos, 3 to 4 kilos, which is good. You want as much weight as you can get. You could drive an indexer with one of the spare drivers, I guess. What do you mean by indexer? I mean like a fourth axis, like a rotary axis type thing. Right, let's drill some holes out, shall we? I'll need an M5, M8. And my Ogodogo machine. Because you can't get anything else done in this world without an Ogodogo machine. Strange. Could have sworn I had an M5 drill. I don't. I have my carbide ones again, but strange. Very strange indeed. I'll have to use the carbide ones. You don't need to source granite sand. You just need clay sand. You're in the UK, aren't you? So just go to B&Q, buy one of the bags of sand from there, and you're done. All you need. Epoxy granite is one of those weird things that constantly has a misnomer. You don't actually need granite to do it. You just need any old sand. Will work. It's like anti-backlash nuts. Anti-backlash nuts are a specific thing, but people have started calling zero backlash nuts anti-backlash. And everyone seems to think that ball screws don't have backlash either, which just isn't true. Yeah, they have less backlash on average. They're not anti-backlash. They don't have no backlash. Still have it. Jake's rant over. Any specific requirements there? No. I'd say grab a slow curing epoxy. Your craft epoxies are like that. It just means that there's less heat generated from the pour most of the time. And that in turn means that you won't melt any of your ABS parts. Because large epoxy pours can get really hot. Like, really hot. Hot enough to warp ABS. Oh. Benefit of granite density, though. Yeah, it is. But on the scale that we're talking about, you're shaving grams off of clay sand. And remember, clay sand is a lot of the time just a crushed form of stone. It's one of those things that gets sold. It's a byproduct of another manufacturing
thing that gets turned into something else. It's upcycled. So a lot of times when rock gets crushed down from a quarry, that leftover kind of fine grit is sold as sand. So there's nothing saying that it isn't granite to begin with. You're also looking at the difference between grams here. Like, I know we always say put the heaviest thing in there, but the ballast box will accept around about 500 grams, maybe 600 grams of epoxy granite, right? And in that volume, if you change that from granite to sandstone, you're losing 50 grams. In the grand scheme of things, isn't a lot, right? So make it easy on yourself and just use sand. Just use play sand. Here it is. Now, this isn't strictly necessary, but I do like putting a little bit of grease on the inside of the printed part just to help the bearings A, slide in, and B, stop them from corroding as quickly. It has to be grease, it can't be oil, because the oil will eventually work its way out of the printed layers, whereas the grease won't. Also means that if you do need to take the bearings out for whatever reason, they're easier to take out. Yes. I actually do have some iron weights somewhere that I might break up and stick into there. Just some old cast iron weights that I pulled out of a Roomba robot vacuum cleaner type thing. Not Roomba brand, because I'm cheap. I wouldn't go the actual brand name stuff. Probably why it broke. Now that I think of it. Speaking of Thor's hammer, that worked. That worked too. And that worked 3. Awesome. Good. Get a code for me. Oh, it's my internet doing that thing where it just suddenly shut. I'm out. Cheers, Charles. Enjoy the rest of your day, dude.
long have I been streaming for? I've been streaming for. Oh, you're easy to find. 2 hours, 23 minutes. It seems to have shat itself. Fair enough. What I'll actually do is just download it and put it in the stream for you guys. I've only ever used TMC 5160s in SPI. I could not make an informed decision. I'm not really a software dude. I am more of a make a machine guy, ask someone else how to run the software side of things type of guy. My strengths don't lie in software, put it like that. M5 by 12. Nor me. SPI mode ones work fine with Fly CDY though. Yep, they work fine for me. You can get Fly. Milo make their own drivers, 5160s. I always recommend getting those. Getting the manufacturers of the boards drivers, because they can have a few issues that need sorting out between the multiple different vendors. Always, if you're going to get 5160s, buy the ones off AliExpress from Milo themselves. Yeah, the flyboards are good. Mine blew up, but that was my fault. Oh, I forgot I need to Loctite one of these first.
New probe just arrived. Speak to the devil and he shall appear.
Only reservations, I have not one but two SKR2s doing nothing. It looks like
They can, but Team Gloomy doesn't support it anymore. I don't think they do. I will ask one of them. The one of them is interested in the project. If you're gonna run off an SKR2, then your option is Gerbil HAL, GRBL, HAL. It's just normal Gerbil. You can use any Gerbil G-code sender. You'll also be using Gerbil post processors. You won't have support from us, but there's a huge community that's already built up around it, so you should be fine on that front. I've just realized. Dave, are you still in? Please tell me Dave is still here. I need to tell something to Dave for his build. Dave, right, I've just realized something. If you're installing the what's it called mod, the blind joint mod, you need to put these in, the screws for them, in during Y-axis assembly. Otherwise, they won't be there when it comes time to putting the Z-axis on. Because you won't be able to slide them in. You'll have the X-axis table at the front, and you'll have the Y-axis motor mount at the back. Perfect. To be fair, I have no problem with buying a new board, and it looks like it's the simplest option for the sake. Yeah. If you wanted to go Gerbil, it is fairly simple to use. You'll need a G-code sender for it. You'll need a different post-processor, but that's not too bad. And at the end of the day, you're saving a bit of money. We won't do anything with it. It's just a lot harder to do things like macros. You need it to be hardwired. It is hardwired. Which means you'll need a computer next door to the thing that's to your Milo. I think it's too fat for fly is running Gerbil as well. And if you just want the 3-axis stuff, then that's fine. You can get more axes on Gerbil HAL, I think. It's just not something I messed around with too much. 5x12s as well. I don't need to Loctite these now because they're going to be uninstalled in a second anyway. This is being installed just to use as a spacer so I can get the correct position of the y-axis linear rate. Did I not build? Oh, whoops. I did not print. Rail clips. This is going to be an issue. I guess I'm going to have to do that now then. Hey, Si. Finally started to build with the pip kit I brought from you. I think you might need to tune your extrusion multiplier down by 1 or 2%. Everything seems good other than some fitment issues. Yeah, so it's designed to be drilled out, right? Or how do I say this? No, it's not designed to be drilled out. What are the fitment issues that you're having, first of all? Right, because we might be thinking of something completely different. We might be thinking of the whole size of it. If it's hole sizes you're on about, Si, then the hole sizes are slightly heated inserts. Okay, yeah, heated inserts. That's definitely something that depends on which heated inserts you're using. If you're using the ones for the bomb, they should fit fine. If they aren't, then that's my fault. If you're not using the ones for the bomb, the standard size are quite big. So like I'm having some issues with the heated inserts that I'm using at the moment, because I've just got some cheap ones that I bought on Amazon at the moment. I ran out of CNC kitchen ones, doing another project. If you're using the ones that you get like from Amazon, the normal ones, they're a bit bigger than the ones that are in the box, and that's going to cause some slight issues. But other than that, they should be fine. Right. Ooh, what do I do? What do I do? I think first things first, I'm going to take this off here. I've got stuff in the way. Look at that. Nice. Try with bomb ones, some of the Fabrico fastener kit, and I had them sitting around, but they're pretty much identical. Fair enough. Yeah, so that's my fault then. I'll own up to that one. I'll check some stuff with the holes. Move some stuff around. I'll change my print settings to make it a little bit better. Any other issues that you found with it that I can help with? Any other issues at all? How long is it going to take me to print 2 of these? Take me. Not yet. I'll try printing a replacement part with the new Triumph press finish since ordering to see if it's the same result. Cool, man. That'd be awesome. Always good to have some feedback from that kind of thing. 21 minutes. Ooh, okay. I only need 2. Tell you what, well, why don't we finish off here? Right? Don't want to get too close to Dave and his finished build. And most people are going to bed around that now. So we'll finish off here. And hope to see you guys in another stream, probably tomorrow, because I've got the next 3 days off. And yeah, enjoy your evening. If you do like the stuff that we do here, I do have a Patreon link in the description, or will be linked in the description. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you have fun, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye now. All hail Triumph.